Why do you ask?
Okay. I was just curious, like, did you have to go downstairs to get your water?
No. We have a mini fridge upstairs too.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. Honestly, I didn't need a mini fridge in my room. It just happened to happen.
Uh-huh.
Because at my job at the time, I was going to have my own office when we moved. And so I was like, all right, it'd be really nice to have a mini fridge in my office. And then by the time we moved, I had a new job. So I was
Yeah,
like, well,
I
shit.
remember.
And it's been fucking useful. I'm not going to lie.
Nothing like perpetuating the lazy.
Well, no, it's not that so much. It's just like drinks take up so much room in the fridge.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's literally the reason why you have a second fridge.
All right, well, thanks for tuning in to the Rich Man's podcast where we talk about our second fridges.
Yeah, I don't have no goddamn second fridge. I'm the average Joe over here.
Oh, I mean, it is what it is.
No, what you do is you replace your shitty fridge, put that in the garage, put the good fridge out in the kitchen, and then that's how you get a second fridge. It's not like people go out. Well, I'm sure there are people that go out there and buy brand new fridges, but
I don't have a garage, you fuck.
No, I'm not saying I understand that, but I'm saying it's not like most. I went out and bought like extra fridges.
Jim is gonna be mock angry and pissed the entire episode now. He's really like, oh, fucking call me poor over here.
I watched this movie in my tiny apartment on a
my apartment
for the TV.
No,
fuck you guys.
My apartment is big now.
Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Obviously, you totally listened to our Christmas special episode that we never recorded. It's been 4 months, I think.
Wait, we never recorded that?
We never recorded that. Mm-mm.
We didn't. No, yeah, we didn't do that one.
Remember?
Well, number one would have been Batman Returns, and y'all would have been mad at me. So
you don't remember how we had the best intentions, and then all of a sudden we're like, "Well, I had on vacation."
Second half of December, so
yeah. It's just kind of like meh.
It didn't happen, but in the actual podcast, it did happen. We actually named Red One as unanimously our favorite new Christmas movie. And
God, I didn't think about that for a second. I was like the shitty The Rock movie where he's an elf. Is that right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I actually enjoyed it though.
I didn't watch it.
Like if you take out of the fact that it's just a dumb movie, it's actually a great dumb movie.
Someone did a skit where they were acting as the cameraman for his like Facebook posts.
Oh geez,
because the way he like holds his camera, and it's just
it looks like he's choking somebody.
Yeah,
I mean he might be. You don't know.
He probably is.
I mean, for fuck's sake, I don't think even. I think even like the biggest phone is like the size of his thumb. It's like Shaq holding a phone.
When I met him, he was still pretty lean, and even then, it was intimidating how like of a giant he was.
Yeah, no, I mean, when you say lean, you mean like less muscular than he is now.
It was 2001 when I met him.
Yeah, so he still had his baby fat.
I wouldn't even say, because he definitely didn't. He wasn't. He was The Rock. He wasn't Rocky Maivia at that point. He was definitely The Rock, but he wasn't Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah, no, Dwayne Johnson is a separate beast altogether.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah,
it's kind of funny. Christ. It's kind of funny of how I think of him as Dwayne Johnson now instead of The Rock.
He'll always be The Rock. I'll always think Die Rocky Die when I see him. Like, yeah, he'll always be The Rock to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I still consider. I usually refer to him as The Rock, but when I say Dwayne Johnson, I mean I'm more referring to him in his
acting
in his acting phase rather than his wrestling phase.
I mean, he wrestled a match last year.
Yeah, but true. But at the same time, it's
And he'll
definitely not
probably
his.
wrestle a match this year too.
I mean, but it's also not his day to day. It's not his
Yeah,
bread and butter. Clearly,
Not here. Well, he is on the board of directors for TKO, which owns WWE. So, I mean, it kind of is his bread and butter at this point.
fair.
Yeah, he remembers his roots. He's not
Yes.
like, I'm gonna say fuck that. So
I mean, for a few years there, he was definitely.
He was the first third generation superstar.
Yep.
And his dad, Soul Man Rocky Johnson, and then High Chief Peter Maivia was his grandpa.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Let's just talk about wrestling, guys. Let's just.
dude, definitely not my jam. My wrestling
the best
experience
I get off of you is most of what apparently was the Attitude Era, and then that's all I know.
I mean, anybody our age, everyone said "suck it" in elementary school and junior high. That's our age. Yes.
I distinctly remember really pissing off a kid in junior high when I told him how wrestling was fake. And he was just like he
ruined his world, man.
He turned into like he wasn't crying, but he just got like real. He was just like, man, it's not true. It's not true at all. It's so real. Every story.
I mean, like, it's clearly scripted. It's man's. It literally was like me and my dad both watched it, and he literally called it like just soap opera for men.
I always just say it's a show about a sport.
Right.
Well, and it's like Top Gear. Oh yeah.
Like people hurt themselves. Like the physicality is 100% real. The story and how they get there is not necessarily. There is like a story to it. There is a script, if you will.
Sure.
They have to do certain things. But at the end of the day, how they achieve those goals is 100% real.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's like Top Gear and Grand Tour. It's like do I think they actually built their modifications to their cars? No.
Oh, damn well they did.
I mean, considering like after the fact they were like, oh, we're done with the show. Here's the person that actually built all of these cars for us. I was like, well. I mean, but still, like, I still enjoy watching those trips for them.
Spoilers! I haven't finished that episode yet.
If you've watched, here's the thing: anybody that like can criticize, you can criticize.
I'm in the middle of watching it. I've watched it a few times. I watch it here and there, and then I'm like, I don't want it to end, so I stop.
So I'm also that way as well. I do know how it ends, though. Unfortunately.
Well, yeah. Now I.
No, you don't.
Oh, okay, good.
Because that part is not in the episode.
Oh, good. Okay, good.
So my wife and I, we watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and we loved it. We loved it so much that we still have not watched the final episode. And,
I don't blame you.
And now that the actor that played Captain Holt died, I don't know if we ever will.
Yeah.
That was that's the first. Excuse me. It's not the first time that a celebrity death actually was like, I was like, well, fuck. But it was definitely one of the few times where I'm just like, damn, I'm never going to see his work again. And like, I feel like with Brooklyn Nine-Nine, you actually got to see his comedic chops for an actor that was never supposed to be comedic. Most of every single one of his roles was very serious, and his tone and manner has a lot of gravitas that you don't get in a show like Brooklyn Nine-Nine. You expect him to be the tough as nails commander or the strict father or something of that nature. So seeing him in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, it was actually like a very like surprising. It surprised the shit out of me.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I felt his death almost as much as I did Chadwick Boseman.
Not to completely derail everything.
What are we here
We're
for?
here to talk
Segue.
about the top 10 films of the 2010s. It's in the name. This was... I know I've said this on multiple episodes, but this was probably the hardest one.
Oh, it was for me because
I think we've all seen the most amount of movies from this era.
100%.
Yeah.
And in fact, actually, I was just saying to Geoff, my movie watching pretty much ended in 2020.
You're not that far off. I'm not that far off.
So I'm like, all the movies that I love and continue to watch and watch on repeat, it's in the next this podcast right here, because to me, there's only been 5 movies that came out in the theaters over the last 5 years, and I think I saw 2 of them in theaters, and that's it. Everything else I've waited until it hits streaming. Every last one of them.
See, I'm moving into the opposite era of where I'm like collecting more physical media.
Well, you know what I mean, but yeah, and that's great. The amount of DVDs that I have and in Blu-rays is astronomical. I'll give you a picture just so you can see, because my wife is cleaning up a closet, and apparently it was where all the movies were, and so I don't have a living room right now.
Are you downsizing your... Like, where are you putting all of this?
Well, we're probably gonna like take care of some of them, just because we when we started dating, we were both big movie people, and we would buy movies and watch them. And when we first started dating, we would buy the same movie and talk about it when we didn't have a time or the ability to watch it together. And there's a lot of repeats that we had that some of them we never opened, just because we have like 2 or 3 copies of them. So yeah, we have a lot of movies, and that's after we downsized.
Yeah,
we did this one. We did this before we moved, and then we're like, "Fuck it, we'll deal with it later," because it was like throw it in a box time.
I just got the Criterion Collection 4K copy of No Country for Old Men.
Nice.
Good.
Got the collector's edition of Everything Everywhere All at Once.
That's a movie I still need to rewatch. There was a lot that happened that I feel like I missed.
So the collector's edition is really cool because there's a little booklet that you can go through that shows every single like alternate version of her.
Nice.
So I was like, this is fucking worth it just for this. And then I did finally round out my Nolan collection of 4K discs. I got the Prestige the other day. And then I'm still on the fence on whether or not I want Tenet, because
I hear you. It's one of those movies where, like, it's one of those movies where, like, you watch it, you should watch it. I don't ever expect anyone to watch it more than twice.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it one more time and then kind of think if I really want to, because like I'm not getting Dunkirk. I didn't really care for Dunkirk that much.
Really?
No, I did. It was like I enjoyed it.
Literally one of his best movies he's ever done.
Wow.
In terms of critics.
I thought that would have been in your top 10.
Dunkirk?
Yeah.
No, not that one.
I mean, it is actually like I said, it's one of his most critically acclaimed films he's ever done.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I get it.
You're not really a wartime movie buff.
Well, you say
just
that.
So you know, Dunkirk was my number 51.
I mean,
Dunkirk was 51 for you?
On my list, yeah. I mean, I did a list of 70.
You say that, but then Oppenheimer is technically wartime. Not in the trenches, I'll grant you that, but it is still like, you know.
I mean, it's less. Yeah, you're right, but it's more like, I don't know. Oppenheimer was one of those movies where it's like you watch it because of the ensemble cast. You get to see certain things that no one complains about, and there's a bomb.
All right, guys, we're talking about 2020's movies.
Oh, yeah, we'll have to get into that. But, like, I don't know if we can yet.
No. Well, maybe like of the first half, now that we're in 2025, I don't know.
Oh, my list will be very short. Bomb.
I want to know if you guys have any, like, bold predictions. Don't, like, say a specific movie, but, like, something that will be on our lists that you think of the other person.
Like what we were talking shit about earlier?
Yes.
Okay. So we all threw some shitty shade at each other because we are friends. And so because we're such great friends, we immediately started talking crap about each other. I said, Jim clearly will have a thriller, probably not Parasite. What was that? Maybe it was Parasite.
I mean, we all know
or something.
We all know there's going to be a Quentin Tarantino film on there.
All three of us probably will have a Quentin Tarantino movie because that's when he did most of his damn movies.
I do not.
I knew you would.
What the fuck, man?
I do not, and that's why I think my list. Actually, my number 9 is going to probably throw all of you for a loop.
I think I know both of y'all's number ones.
I don't think so, but I will.
I'm shaky with you, but I bet you I know Jeff's number 1.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm already calling it. I think it may have to do with a road, maybe.
Everybody, shush. We'll get to it.
All right. Well, David won the coin toss.
Yes.
Yeah, one quote.
I'm in second place, so we'll get to Jim. So, David, would you like to take us for a ride?
Absolutely, I would love to. So, when I was making my list, I did so very quickly 5 minutes ago. No, I'm kidding. No, the thing is, though, like for the last few podcasts, most of the movies I pretty much aligned with what everybody, like what a lot of critically acclaimed, or like a lot of critics said. They're like, oh, this was a great movie. Of course, I watched it, and it was good. It was great, and I understand why people thought it was so good, and I understand why critics thought it was so great. And I pretty much kind of had aligned with what those people said. For the 2010s, not so much. Funny enough, one of the last podcasts, Jim was like, he was talking about how most of his list isn't really just naturally, not necessarily critically acclaimed stuff, but the stuff that he really just enjoys watching. And funny enough, that's exactly where I'm at with 2010 movies. So I'm going to start off with the fact that I didn't really list a lot of the highest reviews and most critically acclaimed movies because there's so many, and while they're great movies like Parasite, The Social Network, Get Out, I just couldn't. They're not the movies I watch all the time. They're not the movies that I go to sleep to. They're not the movies that I just find so much comfort in watching. Yeah. And that list is what I'm going to be presenting to you today. So, my number 1 movie is actually from 2018.
You're doing
number 10. 10.
Oh, I was like, damn, we're really throwing it for a loop.
Strong, let's go. No, number 10 is Crazy Rich Asians.
Oh, good. Oh, damn it. That movie is so good.
Whoa.
I love that movie.
I'm so angry right now that I completely... When did that come out?
2018.
Shit.
Yeah. So here's the thing. While making this list, I was like, oh shit. Most of the movies that I've watched that I absolutely adore and love and everything like that, they all were pre-2020. They were pre-pandemic movies. And I'm not saying that there aren't good movies now.
Then this podcast is going to be pre-pandemic.
Right. Well, obviously. But what I'm saying is, like, most of the movies that I personally just love to watch that are my comfort movies, This is it. And like I said, starting out strong with Crazy Rich Asians. I love the movie. I
It's
love the
so
music.
good.
The spectacle of it all was just phenomenal. And it was kind of funny to watch the a very real perspective that not a lot of people are exposed to, which is that when you come from America, there is actually a certain level of disdain for Americans, whether you're American Chinese, Mexican American, or whatever it may be. Around the world, no one gives a shit that your country of origin is something else. They care that you're American to them. And so watching the very real double standard of I am better than you because I come from this country attitude, which is in this specific case, I'm immediately forgetting his name, but the main character, the male main character, his family is extremely rich and they're extremely wealthy, but he's he's a professor. He doesn't act like he's from all this wealth. And his girlfriend, who is another professor as well, she obviously has no idea how incredibly wealthy his family is. And when they go into this movie, the casual oh, these are real, these are actually like Chinese people, not Chinese American people, and there's not, I wouldn't say racism, but definitely classism that's a little bit involved.
Classism is huge. Yep.
That you see.
You think it's bad here?
Oh God, yeah. No, it's far more prevalent in other places. And my mom's side of the family being in South America, there's definitely a little bit of like, okay, you know what, you're American, you're not really one of us kind of mentality. So that kind of struck a chord with me, and like I said, I love the movie itself. It's such a great movie.
Good fucking choice.
So I'm gonna get a couple eye rolls with my number 9, but another really great movie that my wife loves, that she watched, that I got interested in, because she likes some artistic views on certain things surrounding 9/11. Zero Dark 30 is my number 9.
Okay.
And one of the reasons why I love Zero Dark 30 is it stars a redhead.
Oh my lord!
Jessica Chastain, right?
Jessica, yes, you are correct.
Okay.
And one of the reasons why I like it is because you watch a female lead who isn't she had a belief in an understanding that 9/11 was going to happen, and no one listened to her. And then she's like, oh, these guys, the Al Qaeda, they're going to be there. She was warning people about Al Qaeda. No one listened to her because she was a female and she was a low standing in the organization that she's in, and no one cared. And watching the struggle and her fighting and getting like seniority and making a difference and finally leading up to the assassination of bin Laden. The movie is just a wonderful journey of watching somebody fulfill their purpose. And that's why I really, really like the movie. And it helps that you get to see a strong female lead in this movie.
Nice.
My number 8 is Black Panther. I had to do a Marvel movie. But the reason why I chose Black Panther over some of the other really phenomenal movies, like obviously you have movies like Avengers, Infinity War, then you had Endgame, I was struggling with Infinity War versus Black Panther. The reason why I was struggling was because with Infinity War, they did something that you don't see very often, and not really since, and they kill heroes.
Yeah.
And they end on a cliffhanger, a cliffhanger, and you didn't know you knew what was going to happen, but you didn't know what was going to happen.
Can I say, this is the sad part about that is, is that when I watched that scene, I was like, oh, well, Black Panther's going to come back because they already announced his movie. And obviously now, that's not quite the case.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Also, I do think it's kind of sad how the new Captain America is being rated.
I have no idea about anything about that. I've pretty much sworn off Marvel movies for a while.
Yeah, that's fair.
The whole, I think, was it Phase 3? I think that burnt me out. But yeah, anyways, Black Panther to me was like one of the prettiest movies I ever saw. The reveal of Wakanda still gets me every time. Like my heart races. I'm excited to see it. I literally feel like I'm seeing like the city for real every time I watch it. I don't know why I love it so much, but I do. And it's just such a wonderful movie to watch. The acting is phenomenal, and I absolutely love it and adore the movie. So that's why it was my number 8, and I had to put a Marvel movie in there. Number 7 is a Quentin Tarantino movie.
It is my only Marvel movie on my entire list of 70, and it is my number 59.
Oh, well, see, there you go. Even you agree. One of the better Marvel movies.
Last good Marvel movie, in my opinion. Let me rephrase it. Last Marvel movie I've given a shit about.
Fair, true. Yeah, I had to watch the sequel. That was a touching tribute. But I like I said, my number 7 is a Quentin Tarantino movie, and I would like to see what you guys think is my number 1 Quentin Tarantino movie. I've said it before.
So there's three that you can choose from, and they're 3 of his best.
Uh-huh.
You're not going to be wrong. I'm not going to disagree with you.
I would think you're insane if you think this isn't one of my favorite, if not my favorite movie. Like to say it isn't a good movie would be ludicrous. But yeah, please.
Django Unchained?
Django Unchained is probably, I would say, his most popular from this decade, followed by Once Upon a Time. And I think most people don't like Hateful Eight, but I love Hateful Eight, so.
Hateful Eight was a great Western-style movie. I thought it was good.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually really enjoyed the whole Bruce Lee thing from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And I consider it a critically better movie.
Yeah.
But Django Unchained is my favorite movie.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
I mean, just watching... so here's the thing.
My number 3
I didn't realize it was
movie.
a Quentin Tarantino movie when I watched it for the first time.
Really?
No, I really didn't. It never occurred to me to think about I don't really watch movies for the directors or the actors, but the movie premise was kind of cool to me. And I was like, oh, cool. A black cowboy. What could go wrong? And I was like, oh, this is definitely not the movie I thought it would be.
I mean, but like, it's just got so many of his hallmarks.
Oh, absolutely. Like the Samuel L. Jackson was just like bonkers in that movie. I didn't think I would. I didn't think I would like him like that in this movie because most of what I saw, actually, now that I think about it, 2012. No, absolutely. I watched it because Samuel L. Jackson was in it. I've forgotten Brad Pitt was in it. Not Brad Pitt. No, it was Brad Pitt, wasn't it?
Brad Pitt.
No, you're thinking of Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio. Thank you. Yeah, so I forgot Leonardo DiCaprio was in it. I definitely didn't watch it for him. Jamie Foxx. I typically don't like his movies, but damn, it was such a great movie. Christopher Schultz was not somebody that was on my radar in any real sense.
Christoph Waltz.
Did I say his character's name?
You
combined a bunch of things.
You did, but we understood what you were saying.
We understood.
Christopher Schultz. Damn it! What was
It's
it again?
just Christoph Waltz.
Christoph Waltz. Thank you. Yeah, no, like his acting was just fucking sublime.
Yeah.
Like everything about that movie was so good. Like I said, has to be my number one Quentin Tarantino movie, especially from that decade. Number 6 is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Love that movie. The soundtrack, the visuals, the voice acting. I don't even to this day even know who the voice actors are. I just love the movie.
Yeah. I do. It is a little interesting now with that voice actor who plays Miles.
I heard there was some sort of like creepy
this
going on.
He has this. I'm really oversimplifying it, but he
I heard about the belief in the Spider-Man curse and certain actions.
Specifically that he wanted to like marry a Mary Jane Watson. Or rather like a girlfriend of Spider-Man. So like he was like creeping on Haley Stanfield for a little bit.
Yeah, but she's Gwen, isn't she?
Yeah, but technically, would you say Miles Morales' girlfriend in the movie? Or heavily
in that specific
heavily
version
implied
of the specific Spider-Man of that. Yes.
Yeah, heavily implied.
Heavily implied love interest. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Although, yeah. Okay, so yay for that. Thank you, creepy guy, for ruining another movie.
Seriously.
Number 5. Geoff, you know this movie. Jim, you might.
Does it?
It is
Does it star Daniel Craig?
It does not.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was thinking too, Geoff.
I'm a little surprised, but all right, go on.
It does not. But it is a 2010 movie. It is a movie continuing a story from 1980.
Yeah, okay, with Jeff Bridges.
Yeah. And that would be Tron Legacy.
I'm so stoked.
Not where I thought you were going.
The only thing I'm stoked about the new Tron movie coming out, because I couldn't care less at this point about the actual movie. They're doing a 4K remaster of Tron Legacy and Tron.
That's going to be awesome. Now, here's the reason
who's doing the soundtrack to the new Tron.
The soundtrack was
Nine Inch Nails.
What?
9 Inch Nails is doing the soundtrack to the new one.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, no, this is the thing that kills me about that movie. Every other announcement besides Jared Leto has been stellar.
Okay.
Like Jared Leto's in the movie?
Yeah, he's Ares. It's Tron Ares.
God damn it.
Exactly.
He's such a fucking weirdo.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Why are they making what is he gonna fuck up another
sure
thing
is.
that I love? Oh, god damn it.
Sure is.
I'm so bad.
I'm not like a big EDM fan, but man, like that Daft Punk soundtrack is so good.
I've got it.
It's iconic.
Got it on vinyl, man.
Yeah.
I had to get it on vinyl.
Won't even say a bad thing about it.
Tron Legacy soundtrack, awesome. Visuals, awesome. It saw the plasma for me. Awesome. Love the movie. I apparently don't know how to read. No, I do know how to read. I'm backwards. Number 4, 2017, directed by Christopher Nolan.
Oh.
What may that movie be?
I couldn't tell you.
Oh, yeah, I hope so. No, I mean, I don't know what I'm saying. Dunkirk.
Yeah.
Is my number 4 movie. Yeah, that's the only movie that I actually had to agree. Like, I couldn't leave off my list as it's one of the most critically acclaimed movies Christopher Nolan's ever done. And for me, it was a great movie. I love war movies. I actually almost put 1917 in there.
I like 1917 way more than Dunkirk.
Yeah.
I do too, but here's the thing. I still haven't seen the movie more than twice. I only seen it once in one go, and even then, technically not, because I
You fell asleep.
technically fell asleep.
Yeah, you did.
The movie is so.
I just remember.
Impressive.
I fell asleep in the middle of the theater, and not because I was that tired. It was because it was so like my brain was so trying to soak in as much as possible that movie, because it's like it feels like it's all in one go.
Well, I mean,
action shot,
yeah.
just
I just
insane
remember.
levels.
I just remember you lightly snoring. I was like, all right.
Well, see, what happened was like my brain was like, "Fuck you, I'm done."
Yeah.
And it was like right around the middle of the scene in the church scene where they were like, it was super dark and there was like a few bombs going off. And for whatever reason, my brain said, "Nope, we're done." Snore. And I remember getting woken up to a fireball.
Yeah.
I don't think I was asleep for more than maybe 5 minutes, but damn, that was a hell of a way to wake up.
I mean, I do want to give this one another chance, and I haven't watched it since it came out.
I like it. It's good.
All right,
Yep.
What's your number 3?
My number 3 is another war movie, because to me it was probably one of the better movies that was more of a biopic than a war movie. But it was just directed by Clint Eastwood. It came out in 2014.
Mm.
Does anyone know what it might be?
No.
El Torino.
No. Oh, come on.
Oh,
Sorry.
no. This is Bradley Cooper,
Yeah.
American Sniper.
Correct. I was sold on the movie the moment I saw Bradley Cooper looking like a fucking brick house, literally squatting in in one of those they call it a hexagonal squat bar, just fucking lifting massive weights and tires. It was actually a legitimate scene of him lifting at heavy weight, because that's exactly what he was doing to train to be physically.
So we can hold that fake ass baby.
Yeah, well, that was bad. I'm not going to deny that, but the actual like physicality of the movie is what I enjoyed the most of it, and the fact that they told Chris Kyle's story in a dramatized version, obviously, but in a pretty honest way. And huh?
I'm not doing this. No, go ahead.
All right.
Are you're not a fan of Bradley Cooper, Jim?
No, I love Bradley Cooper. I think American Sniper is one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Oh my goodness! All right.
I don't really blame him, because it was a terrible movie in a sense of cinematics, everything else like that. But I did like the story of the character, the actual war hero, which is part of the reason why I like the movie so much. My number 2 movie was actually directed by Steven Spielberg.
You want
And
to?
it came out in
You want to clean that up a bit, Dave?
Steven.
No, we're just letting it ride.
Dylan Spielberg directed this one, guys.
Stefan Spielberg.
Okay, Steven Spielberg.
There we go.
There we go.
Give the man
2018.
Give the man the credit he deserves.
I think of.
Oh, that's
I'm
funny.
just trying to think of any Steven Spielberg movie after the 80s.
No, this is.
I mean, you're not wrong, but damn,
this is the
it's
one
that we all watched.
This is the one where we did a podcast, but I didn't make the podcast because of my car flipping over and running into a
Oh!
flagpole.
Oh. Wait, I might not have been involved. I don't know. Go ahead.
You weren't involved, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You weren't there yet. So this is a movie that I didn't even realize it was a movie. I didn't realize it was a book. I didn't even realize it was a thing until a mutual friend of ours was like, let's go watch this movie. And I'm like, sure. And to my delight, it was probably one of my favorite movies I've ever watched. I watch it all the damn time. Unfortunately, it got to the point where it was such a comfort movie that I fall asleep within the first like 20 minutes of the movie starting because the soundtrack is so nice. Everything is just so soothing for some reason to me, and I pass out. Like it's like my nighttime like comfort movie that just lets me relax and go to sleep. Which if you don't know by now, I am 100% super ADHD, and finding a way to calm down and relax enough to go to sleep is a very real thing. And doing that in a way that is also fun to do, it's harder to find than one would think. And that movie just nails it for me every single time. But it's still not my favorite movie, guys.
Well, you gotta say what the movie is. You actually never said what the movie.
And my favorite. Oh, that's right. Ready Player One.
There you go.
Wait,
Ready Player One.
First of all, I was there, but okay.
You were there at the podcast?
Yup.
Yeah,
Oh,
we have we have video evidence of that on Ransom Media, the Ransom Media channel. So.
In my defense, I don't remember much from that day.
Oh, you don't remember much from that day, buddy.
There's only one thing that I remember from that day.
Buddy.
I remember going to our mutual friend's house, and then I remember hearing about our mutual friend deciding to watch Grass and Sky for a little bit.
Yeah. Not only that, but just like right down the street.
Yeah, didn't quite make it.
You were almost there.
Well,
that's funny.
All right. Well,
all right. What's your number one?
My number one movie of 2010 through 2019 was a movie directed by the same person that did Kick-Ass. My favorite movie of all time.
Wow. Okay.
Was directed by Matthew Vaughn. Came out in 2014 because apparently 2014 was a very big year for me.
Yeah.
In terms of movies. And that would be Kingsman: The Secret Service.
Wow.
Love that movie. Between Colin Firth, which I didn't even realize, I didn't know who he was, mainly because he does a lot of rom-coms and movies I could care less about.
Yeah.
To the newcomer whose name I refuse to try to say because I'm probably going to butcher it. Let's just say it's very English.
You mean Taron Egerton?
I thought it was Egerton.
It was Egerton.
Eggsy?
Yep.
Egerton?
Egger.
I thought it was Egerton, but that's whatever.
Jeff, you're the most British out of all of us, and you can't fucking say his name right? Come on, man.
I don't think he's actually British. He's.
Are you for real, mate?
No, because he's Welsh. Don't.
Okay, I was gonna say the same thing, but then I felt a cold.
No.
I felt
no, sir.
I felt
no, sir. You will have the Welsh coming in on fucking. They're gonna be in your house like now. Like you fucking what?
Like I said, I felt a cold chill go down my soul. So no, definitely not the same thing.
Jesus Christ.
I apologize to the Welsh people for ever assuming that this actor is a Brit. I apologize. Very sincerely, mind you. But surprisingly enough, Samuel L. Jackson shows up in a lot of my favorite movies. And even more surprising, him as a bad guy was fucking great. The list I could have done without. But him as a bad guy, a bad guy that I actually could see being like a bad guy, great. Fucking great.
Golden Circle, not as good.
I like the premise of Golden Circle. I was very, very cross or upset or mad or whatever you want to call it. I was genuinely annoyed at the fact that what's his name? God damn. I'm blanking on his name, but he was Merlin.
Oh yeah, Country Roads Take Me Home.
Yeah, well, I love the song. I loved him singing it. That was great.
Yeah, but
him dying.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert to a 10-year-old movie. Fuck, I was so pissed. I was like heartbroken.
Yeah.
He was one of my favorite actors. Like he was like a phenomenal supporting actor. And him dying, I was upset by watching the new Lancelot die was upsetting. The whole movie was good though. And I actually really liked the bad guy premise, like the premise of the bad guy. I think the actress did a really good job.
Yeah.
I just think there was a lot of potential in the movie that kind of fell flat.
They're doing a third one finally.
Well, they did a third one, but it was a prequel.
No.
The King's Man.
We were just talking about that.
No. Yes, but no. What I mean is like they're doing a like
a proper third. Yeah.
Yes.
It probably.
Well, it is, and
I know. I'm sorry.
It was very British that I just said. I went there. Unfortunately.
Whoa. Okay. So sorry, not to like completely derail, but there's 2 Kingsman movies coming out.
Yeah.
One is about Eggsy and just completely forgot the other guy's name.
Colin Firth?
Harry Hart. There we go.
Colin Firth.
Yes. The other one is about the rise of Adolf Hitler.
Ooh. But that would be
stoked.
That would be the Kingsman, the King's Man 2.
Yeah. Yes. Because the other one was World War One, right?
Well, it was the start of World War One. Yes, correct. Here's the thing. With the Kingsman is like a really cool idea. I love the premise of it, and I think the King's Man, the prequel movie, there was a lot of potential there, but obviously with the pandemic happening and a lot of things happened with that, certain decisions were made out of greed or whatever it may have been that was the driving factor. Financially, obviously, was the major contributor to the decision to release it when they did. And it was just too soon, not the right time. There was so many things that went against the movie.
You know what surprises me most about your list is that of all the James Bond-like movies, you didn't put Skyfall anywhere on here.
Now, here's the thing. I loved Skyfall.
Okay.
I really did. I thought it was a great movie, but it's not my favorite Bond movie. And not only that, but putting Bond in so many different movies or so many different decades, I didn't want to put him in this one only because there's no disputing my love for the franchise. I absolutely love it. And Daniel Craig's rendition of Bond is probably going to be my number one Bond for a while, unless they somehow convince Henry Cavill to do it, which I doubt because I think he's getting a little too close to the age to do too many movies.
They released his audition for Casino Royale,
and I could understand why he was going to be he was a close second.
Yeah.
He was a very close second. But I definitely agree with the I'm glad they made the choice that they did, because while I think Cavill would have made a great Bond, I don't think he had I don't think he quite had the maturity or the much as I hate to say it, I just don't think he had the presence that Daniel Craig has.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of the movie.
Well,
but anyways, that's my list.
Okay. Let me kill your timer so I can start mine.
I didn't realize there was a timer.
Yeah, I put it in chat like after.
My number 26 is Skyfall.
Interesting.
Hey, it's definitely my top 15, but like I said, I wanted to put movies that I just absolutely watch all the time. And Skyfall, I just don't watch all the time. I watch it less frequently than the rest of the Bonds. And while it's definitely
it's
not
no
my
Moonraker, but
it's no what?
Moonraker.
Ah, jeez.
I genuinely love that movie.
I need to pick back up on my my watch through.
Your Bondathon?
Yeah. And then David, we need to do that podcast when I'm done.
Absolutely. Would love to.
Jim, obviously you're more than welcome to attend as well if you would like. I don't know if you've seen every single Bond film.
Except for the last 3.
Okay, well, by the time I catch up on mine, you can catch up there.
Which I feel is a bit of a travesty.
Yeah, the last 3 have been, well...
so good!
Yeah. Alright. My number 10 is a fairly... I am curious if this actually made Jim's list at all. It is a George Miller film. It does have Tom Hardy in it.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah.
That's your number 10?
That's my number 10.
That's what David was saying was going to be your number 1.
I 100% thought that was going to be your number 1.
No, there's a special one for my number 1.
I already know what it is.
Yeah, I know you know what it is.
There's only one other one that it could be, so...
Yeah, listen, when I saw this, so... I can't remember if I saw the original Mad Max films before this film when we went and saw it in theaters, or I did it like the opposite way around. But I remember watching it in theaters. It was just like fucking electric. That entire score was just the visuals. Fury.
There is nothing more fucking metal than that dude shredding that guitar on that giant truck.
Yeah.
Witness me.
And I will say, like, I enjoyed the prequel of Furiosa, but I did not like it as much.
So much.
I did not like it as much as Fury Road. There was just something slightly different about it that just wasn't really like as captivating to me for some reason.
I agree.
Number 9 is a David Fincher film. I would like you to try to figure out which David Fincher film, though.
Do you want me to say it?
Yeah, go for it.
Social Network.
Wrong.
Oh,
I'm actually not too surprised by that. You know what? I'm gonna do something weird. Let's go with The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
100%.
Oh, yeah. I know you really like that.
100%. That is still a movie that I break out. I don't know what it is. It's like the atmosphere of that movie, plus just like the story was great. I still read the book from time to time, and it really kills me that he never got a chance to like finish the other 2 books.
Is it fucked up that I've only seen the Swedish movies?
No, the Swedish films are great. No. Nothing wrong with that.
That's what kind of inspired the...
I've read the books, yeah.
But like the Trent Reznor, Atticus Ross like score for it's great.
They're so good together.
I will say Social Network was like a close second for me. But
I was gonna put it on my top 10, but I'm like I only watched it maybe twice.
No, I've watched it. I've watched it quite a few times, but like
it's a good movie, but I don't know. It just didn't do it for me.
Yeah, it's a little hard for me.
I'm in that same boat, David.
It's a little hard for me to watch with Armie Hammer in it now too. But
well, actually, I don't want to know what he did. I'm good.
Wait, you don't know what he did?
I told you. I've told you times and times. I purposely do not watch or care about.
Have you heard
for this reason?
Have you heard of the song "Actual Cannibal" Shia LaBeouf?
Of course.
Well, Armie Hammer.
Oh, shut the fuck up!
Yeah.
God damn it, yeah. Geoff! Stop ruining movies.
Well, so this next one, well, actually, no, it's the one after that I have maybe a potential with. My God, I can't do math tonight. My number 8 is a Daniel Craig film again. It's back to back Daniel Craig.
Let
me guess. Knives Out.
No.
Oh,
it is Skyfall.
I knew I was my second one.
Skyfall still remains to this day probably my favorite Bond film.
It's okay to be wrong.
I mean, we got. Hey, I'm sorry, Jim. I don't mean to shit on you right now, but at least me and David are in agreement on one thing, and Moonraker is not the best Bond film.
Well, no, the best.
Or no, I'm sorry.
Bond movie is.
I'm sorry, the George Lazenby Bond film, right? Is that what you're about to say?
No, Casino Royale is my favorite.
Oh, is it really? I thought.
Yeah.
I thought.
My number 2 is the Lazenby.
He says it's just a fuck with us. You know that.
All right.
No, but my legit number 2 is the Lazenby on Her Majesty's Secret Service. I love that movie.
Oh my God.
Well, in all fairness, that movie actually is heavily, it heavily influenced. What was, damn it, the last movie, No Time to Die. So if you like that, if you really liked In Her Secret Service, In Her Majesty's Secret Service, you'll really actually like the last Daniel Craig movie.
My number 7 is, I literally just changed it because I thought of a better movie. Sorry. It is an Edgar Wright film. I will just say that.
Okay.
They were both Edgar Wright films at one point. So which Edgar Wright film though?
Scott Pilgrim?
Yes.
Okay.
So did
you have Baby Driver there?
I did have Baby Driver in here. So Baby Driver is really good. I really like Baby Driver.
Oh yeah. Soundtrack.
Yeah, and
yeah.
But Scott Pilgrim versus the World does hold kind of a special place in my heart. I love the comic. The visuals are great. I think he did a really...
Baby Driver is my number 56, by the way.
The ensemble cast of all the people that went on to be insanely big is crazy.
Yeah. I mean,
you had Anna Kendrick.
Yeah.
You had Brandon Routh.
Yeah.
You had...
Would you consider Brandon Routh like big now, though?
In my opinion, the fact that he's big in TV.
Yeah.
He's done a lot of TV stuff. I would consider
Christopher Evans, right? Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah.
Right, Aubrey Plaza. Also, oh shit! It's the chick that does the
Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
No, that's not who I was thinking of, but she is good. No, the one of Scott Pilgrim's exes. She does the Marvel movie. No, she does one of the movie.
Oh, Brie Larson.
Yes,
Brie Larson. Yeah, that was definitely
my favorite sequences with the bass that he does. Like he just, I love that movie.
Yeah,
he plays the pick like a fucking jerk off. So does Scott, though. I can't.
In all fairness, I don't know how much playing you've ever done with the bass, but when you're playing at that speed and I don't care how callous your fingers are,
David,
it still fucking hurts.
David, don't challenge me on this. You're gonna lose.
No, I'm just saying it'll hurt. It still hurts.
Okay.
Doesn't change. I mean, you can power through it, of course, but
I play a
you can play bass faster with your fingers than a pick.
I'm not saying you can't. I'm saying
yes.
I get it.
Anyways, my number 6.
Nice, David. Sorry.
My number 6 is a Taika Waititi film.
Oh, okay.
Is it Blue Shirt Guy?
Blue Shirt Guy.
Let me ask you a question. Was he the only director on this film?
No, that's not. He was not. So you are.
So I know what it is.
Jermaine Clement was also a director.
Yeah.
What We Do in the Shadows.
So good.
Really, really like it. It's one of the few like mockumentary style projects that I still like really dig. The TV show, if you haven't had a chance to watch it, is just as fantastic, if not more.
I need to get into it.
Matt Berry is my fucking spirit animal. I love that man. The fact that like what he does with his accents are just incredible. But all that to be said, like it's just a funny film.
So clever.
Yeah, it's really clever.
Well, I'm actually surprised you didn't do JoJo.
So that was a consideration, but while I love Jojo Rabbit, it's not my favorite one of his films.
I don't blame you. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would definitely pick. I don't know. I think
like if I actually this might be shameful to say, I would probably rank Thor Ragnarok over Jojo Rabbit.
I would.
I don't blame you for that.
I would actually agree with you.
I would actually have to agree with you too, only because of the
I
fact
actually like Thor Ragnarok.
Thor Ragnarok is.
I think it was just so much fun and lightheartedness that was so desperately needed.
It's my second favorite Marvel film.
Nice.
I agree.
It's in my top 5. It's in my top 5.
Yeah. And then he went and ruined it with Thor: Love and Thunder.
I think he did that on purpose.
I do like that name, but I never saw that movie.
It was so bad.
No, I think he bombed that movie on purpose. I really, really do.
I don't know if it was that so much, or it was just
who directed Thor 2?
Shit, Alan Moore.
Oh,
I think no.
That movie's bad.
No, that's not the right director. Thor. Hold on, Thor.
It was a mixture between what's her face not wanting to be in the movie anymore.
Alan Taylor.
I don't even know who that is, but that movie sucks.
No, I think
that wasn't very good.
I think what happened is that they were like, "Hey, dude, you did really well with this film, and we want you to like dial up your humor to like 11." And he was left unchecked, and he was just like, because here's the thing. The fucking Baja Blast commercial that just came out was directed by him.
With the Puppy Monkey Baby?
With Seal.
Oh, this. Okay, yeah.
And that was
I haven't seen
ridiculous.
Yeah, I've only heard about it. I haven't seen it.
And David is just like, I love that they put the screaming goats in Marvel. I fucking hated the screaming goats. Oh my god.
It was so annoying in the movie, but it was hilarious.
It had so much potential, but I didn't enjoy it as much.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think it did. I really feel like he bombed it on purpose because he didn't want to be stuck doing Marvel movies. And I know that's weird, but I really feel like it was like he knew it was going to go too far. I feel like he knew it was going to fall flat, and I don't think he cared.
Yeah,
because he didn't want to do another Marvel movie. Because people like directors like him with his level of just like the vibe that I get from him, and it to me was like he likes doing one-offs. He likes doing like, let me do this one thing. Let me do this one super creative thing that I really enjoy and putting my heart and passion into. But I don't want to do it again. I'm done with it.
Yeah,
and that was the very much the vibes I got from Thor: Love and Thunder, where he was just like, I just don't give a shit. I don't feel like doing this movie. I don't want to be in this movie. I am contractually forced into this movie. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, I will say Hunt for the Wilder People is also a really good one from him, if you haven't watched that.
He does some really great, quirky, like different movies that work really well, but like I said, it's definitely one-off movies where he just, that's it. You get this style movie, you get this version of whatever it may be, and if you like it, great. If you don't,
yeah, for sure,
you don't.
My number, I'm on 5 now, right? 5,
yes,
I think.
Best Spider-Man movie, hands down. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Yes.
I mean, what can I say? It's perfect.
It really is.
The second one,
I still giggle.
The second one I like a lot, but it's definitely I think it suffers from like that sophomore feeling of like we're trying to make it as good as the first one, and we're trying to recapture that magic, and I think it just kind of leans a little too hard into that. Not to say
it's definitely it's definitely feeling like I feel like it's a trilogy, and it's one of those things where it's not Empire Strikes Back. It's just
yeah.
it's good. It's a solid movie.
I'm curious how it closes out.
I need to know how it closes out because the fact that the writer's strike killed the movie for a little while, I'm still mad about.
Well, yeah, but it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it.
Oh, I know. I'm not saying it shouldn't have happened. I'm definitely glad it did, but at the same time, come on. No, you stopped it on a cliffhanger.
My number 4, a Wes Anderson film.
Yep. I knew this was coming. I thought this was going to be number 3 or 2.
It's got to be the Grand Budapest Hotel.
Yep.
I still rewatch it all the time. They need to fucking do a 4K version of that. I did get the Criterion Collection version of that though. It's really nice.
Okay, can you tell me what Criterion is?
So,
I'm kind of curious.
Criterion Collection is usually it's not always, but it's a director's supervised cut of the film. So they'll be there for like the recoloring, the remastering. Usually it comes in special packaging and it comes with like additional like extra bits and bobs. But it's like the
ultimate collector's edition version.
Yeah, but it's just like it's done for preservation purposes, and usually it's all films that are deemed like culturally significant.
Interesting. Okay.
If I were to collect movies ever again, it would be Criterion.
Well, actually, Jim, I would say you would be more on the Arrow side of things.
I love Arrow too.
Yeah, because like I've been there's actually, I keep thinking about it, but they had a 4K copy from Arrow of Pitch Black at half price. And I like Pitch Black, but I'm just like, I don't know, like of all the movies I want to collect, I'm just like, I'm not quite there yet.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
You know, I gotta say it's a good movie, but I agree with you on that. I don't think I'm not in a rush to put that movie in the collection, especially considering I can just stream it.
Yeah, if it's one of those things where I'm like, all right, if someone either got me a copy, I wouldn't be mad. But David, if you were interested in Criterion, I really suggest they do sales at least twice a year because they're expensive. But they do stuff where it's 50% off like twice a year. And just take a look on the website. They got a lot of cool stuff. Because usually
I'm already looking.
Because the artwork on the cover is also like unique as well.
Oh, that is so cool. They have Godzilla.
Yeah.
And the artwork is phenomenal. That is cool.
Oh, speaking of which, I just got the 4K steelbook for Constantine. Oh, it's so nice. Fucking cool. I love Constantine.
Yeah, Mnemonic Man was still my favorite movie.
Movie?
For that. Is it Mnemonic Man?
I
don't think I've.
You're gonna
Johnny Mnemonic.
Johnny Mnemonic.
There you go. Thank you, Johnny Mnemonic. Yeah. My memory is not here today. I am beyond exhausted.
I'm still catching up. My third film, directed by Rian Johnson. This was my top film of 2019. Knives Out.
So too soon.
I thought this was going to be your number one.
Did you really?
I would have put money on
it. Yeah. Interesting. All right.
Really? Interesting.
So neither of you have picked my number one. This is great. Do you know what my number 2 is?
What is it?
Tron Legacy.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow, I'm just fucking bamboozling everybody tonight.
It-
Kind of going back to Knives Out just really quick. Just love that movie a lot. Still watch it every once in a while. Glass Onion just wasn't as good.
Still haven't seen it.
You're not gonna be like, I don't think you'll be disappointed, but you won't be like, oh, okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I do think I know what your number one is, though.
I mean, I'd be shocked if you didn't.
I feel like it might be a movie of a trilogy.
Well, okay.
No.
I would like both of you to try.
No. Go into Tron Legacy.
Okay, Tron Legacy. I wasn't huge on Tron when this actually came out, and what I mean by Tron, like I didn't watch the original.
You didn't watch an original 1984 movie before you were born?
Right.
Really?
Because that's the thing. Like
I definitely didn't watch it. It's so good.
I remember watching it and I was like, oh man, you can tell.
Dated as fuck.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, it's so dated. It's so dated.
But I will say, I remember following Tron Legacy when they did the like kind of like backdoor pilot video, like the proof of concept. And when that fucking soundtrack hit and the visuals hit, I was already sold before the movie even was made. So when they like did the fully realized version, man, I was
visually stunning.
I was pumping
Nailed it.
I was pumping that soundtrack religiously. And this was when Julie and I were first starting to date. So she would get in the truck and it would just be a fucking Rectifier soundtrack playing. And so like, oh, are you listening to Tron again? I was like, yeah. So
hey, no shame in that game, brother.
Yeah, it's just it's so good. I mean, is it like does Jeff Bridges like young version hold up? No, I would argue he probably didn't even back then. It's definitely Uncanny Valley territory.
His old version didn't really held up, you know, but
yeah, but just like I love Joseph Kosinski films. I think he does a really good job.
I think it was just the right amount of nostalgia, just the right amount of just everything else that they nailed. The main character, if you will, the son, you know, he wasn't particularly special.
Yeah, like the story itself wasn't like oh, but it's
like
visually speaking and soundtrack, it was a sight to behold.
The bright neon, the beautiful visualization of the grid.
Yeah. I'm excited for that 4K
I need to see
remaster.
that movie again.
Hey.
I need to see, oh yeah. If that's true, I am ready. I am so ready.
And I want wish I can get a VHS D master. That would be cool.
Jesus Christ.
I hate you.
David, if you want to have a watch party, just let me know. We won't invite Jim because that fucking VHS
I mean,
bullshit.
I don't want. That's too good. The quality's too good.
Oh my lord.
I remember real quick. When I worked at Best Buy, I sold a Blu-ray player and a TV to a guy, and he returned it like the next day. He goes, "The quality, it's too good. I can't handle it."
The quality is too good.
I think he got in trouble and like he had to return it. That was when he told us.
That was back when they were like what, $300? I'm sure.
I was back when Blu-ray players were like $1,000.
Oh yeah, okay.
I mean, how much do you think I just spent on my Blu-ray player for the living room?
I don't even want to know.
Tell me what Blu-ray player it. Not what brand?
It's a Panasonic.
Okay, so Panasonic Ultra HD.
It's specifically.
I would say probably about $400.
You're right in the neighborhood.
Yeah, probably I'd say $450.
I got it just under $299.
Not bad.
Because there was a used thing on eBay, and I was like, man, because that thing retails usually for like $500 easily.
Yeah, so the one that I'm thinking you probably got then, because I love Panasonic. Blu-ray players. They're just, to me, they've always been phenomenal. I have two.
DP820.
Okay, so yeah, it up converts. Good, cool.
It's
Yeah,
better.
it's one of the
It's better than the TV that I have in my living room.
Oh, I don't doubt it, because it's probably one of those Blu-ray players that has a HDMI out audio.
Yep, but it also
Like,
has
just strictly just for audio.
It also has
Mhm.
Dolby Vision, which my TV does not support.
Well, in all fairness, you don't want it to support it, because 2.1 surround sound is not vision at all.
Yeah.
So that is definitely one of those Blu-ray players that you get if you eventually want to invest in some sound, because
it's my stepping stone.
Oh yeah, no, trust me, you're teetering. I know, I've been there.
The last film on my list, it's the 10th year anniversary of this film. I would have really killed to have seen the IMAX version of this.
I'm wrong. I don't know what yours is.
Actually, I was gonna say Dark Knight.
Nope. I'm really shocked you all haven't gotten this.
I was gonna say Blade Runner 2049.
No,
no. Actually, I'll be honest with you. The only movie that came to me was Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
Oh no, sir. No, sir.
Oh, I know.
I'm
like just
that.
fucking with you. You know that, right? No, actually, the movie I would say is actually Chappie.
Now you're fucking with me. Holy shit.
Fine. Okay, for real though, I actually thought either Interstellar or Martian, but I was gonna say The Martian.
Oh, Interstellar.
It's definitely Interstellar.
Okay.
Yeah.
The docking sequence in that film is single-handedly one of the greatest pieces of cinematic visuals ever. And that soundtrack, holy shit.
I felt like I was go ahead.
Is that the movie with Matthew McConaughey?
It surely is.
Yep.
Okay.
And also Jessica Chastain.
It's one of the few Matthew McConaughey properties that I can actually stomach. Because Matthew McConaughey is just he's the same guy in every movie.
Like a Texan?
No, he's the same guy every fucking movie. And I once said that to someone about who else was it? Denzel Washington. Same guy every movie.
What?
Come on. Have you seen his performance in Gladiator 2?
No, I haven't seen it.
He doesn't belong in that movie because it's just like the same Denzel Washington that he's been for the last so 20 years.
Are you saying he's the equalizer in the
Yes, that's exactly what he acts like. And he's almost just like, my man, Maximus's son. How's it going? It's just like, it's so. Ridley Scott has made some questionable decisions in the past 10 years. And that's
Don't tell me. So you're saying he was the book? He was Eli. He was the guy who protected the Bible.
Oh, that movie sucks. Oh, geez. I'm sorry. I had to have fun.
But like Matthew McConaughey in this one, I do think it wouldn't have been as good without him. Ironically.
No, I think he helped make the movie because there's so many big hitters in the movie. You had you literally had a who's who cast of it. I mean, you had Anne Hathaway, Jessica Chastain, you had Michael Caine.
This is one of Timothée Chalamet's first films too.
Yeah, I was gonna say you had Timothée Chalamet. I think he did like a quick thing though, didn't he?
Yeah, he was the son.
He used to have a YouTube channel where he fixed Xbox controllers.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And then now he's just like doing Dune and all sorts of random. But yeah,
he's so funny on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but definitely, I would say it's actually my favorite Christopher Nolan film, followed closely by Oppenheimer.
There's another movie that I could have swore you would have had on your list.
Which one?
Inception.
So
No.
You don't like Inception?
Sorry. No, hold on. I do like Inception, but if I were to compare it to Interstellar wins for me.
Oh, yeah. Inception's probably my third favorite Nolan film. I would say like actually, no, hold on. Let me revise that.
I was gonna say, hold on, you're saying it's better than the Dark Knight?
No, I was about to say Dark Knight's third, and then Inception's probably fourth.
Inception is my number 32.
I actually like The Prestige more than I liked Inception.
So
Prestige is so good.
So when I there's the Christopher Nolan 4K box set that you can get, and I looked at that for a long time, and it was I think it was $86, and I was like, oh man, but it's got Tenet and it's got Dunkirk in there, and I was like, I don't know if I can justify it. So
why are you shitting on one of my favorite World War II movies, man?
Because it's one of those things where I'm like, I don't think I would watch it more than once.
And I get it. I mean, but to me, that's also Oppenheimer.
Oh man, I'll watch that thing so many times. So good.
Oppenheimer's good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. It's one of those movies I'll watch maybe twice or three times at most.
I didn't think there could be a contender for soundtrack after Interstellar, but Ludwig Göransson did a fantastic job with that movie.
True.
I don't know if he's going to go back to Hans Zimmer as a composer.
I don't think he's going to do much anymore. Anyway, he's 67.
Hans Zimmer? Oh no, he's still going.
Really?
More than John Williams is.
I thought John Williams was dead.
No, sir. Not yet. Not yet.
Shit, he's still doing movies?
Yeah, 93 years old. No, I think Indy was his last film.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I forgot.
Oh, what a turd to go out on.
I know, right? God damn it.
Dial of Destiny was... Okay, and this isn't a high bar, and I'll stop here, because I want Jim to have time. Dial of Destiny was a better film than Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. It was.
Better movie does not exist.
I could have done a film better than King of the Crystal Skull.
You're saying you could have done a better film than Steven Spielberg? Get the fuck out. No, sir. No, sir.
Yeah, that movie, absolutely.
Respect your elders.
No. There's too many elders in that movie.
Oh, god damn. All right. Yeah, this one was hard for me, but Jim, take us away.
All right. So I did top 70, but I'm only gonna do the top 25, and I'll run through 25 to 11.
First of all, I do want to say that every time you say stuff like that, I'm just like, man, I feel like such a slacker.
I would say, actually, I don't, and the reason why I say this is because I feel like he's taking the easy way out. Because I agonized.
Trust me, I agonize what I'm gonna spend time talking about.
Yeah, I just do it. I just do it the quick and dirty method, because then I'm like, I don't want to hurt my film's feelings. I'm like, I'm sorry.
I feel like,
I'm sorry, I didn't include you on the list.
Not only that, but there's also certain movies I just refuse to put in there, Pixar films or anything like that.
You're gonna be mad.
Oh, god damn it!
I got one of those.
Well, no, in the top 10.
No.
Okay, that's what I meant. That's what I'm meaning. There's certain things I refuse to put in there in the top 10.
Well, let me also say this. If I was really being honest with myself, and I'd said this to Geoff, I would have 3 Quentin Tarantino movies in this list.
Yeah,
and I agree. Yeah, there's so many.
But I chose
the one.
I chose the one. But
I
can't. I'm not.
I already know which one it is.
I didn't even want to put a Marvel film in there, but I was like,
no, my best Marvel movie.
It's a Marvel movie, so.
All right, are you ready?
Go for it.
Let's go.
All right. And if you want to pause because you have questions and the 25 through 11, let me know. 25.
You might hear some background fuck off, but
25 from 2011, The Raid.
Okay.
the
Oh wow. Okay.
24 from 2012, Moonrise Kingdom.
Oh, Jim,
20
no.
I know.
Ah.
It's such a sweet movie, dude. I know.
No, it's not. It's creepy.
23 from 2011, The Wind Rises.
I'm going home. Bye.
Sorry, please continue. What was after Moonrise Kingdom?
The Wind Rises. It's a Studio Ghibli movie.
I haven't seen it, but I want to.
I keep forgetting about those movies.
Alyssa hates that movie. She thinks it's so boring. 22 from 2017, Coco.
Oh,
I forgot about that movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
It's a 21
21 from 2015, Ex Machina.
okay.
Yeah.
Solid.
20 from 2014, Nightcrawler.
Never saw it.
Oh, dude, it's really good. 19 from 2013, The Wolf of Wall Street.
Movie.
18 from 2012, Francis Ha.
Yeah.
17 from 2014, What We Do in the Shadows.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
16 from 2010, Machete.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, that's a good one.
15 from 2017, Get Out.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
14 from 2010, Black Swan.
Oh no.
Interesting, okay.
I love that movie.
It was
Movie.
that and Mother are two of like the top Darren Aronofsky movies I do not like.
I never saw Mother.
Don't.
I didn't like Mother
Don't.
either, but I did like Black Swan.
Mm-mm.
Number 13 from 2018, Hereditary.
Okay.
Number 12 from 2015, It Follows. Number 11 from 2012, a documentary called The Act of Killing.
The what?
It's called The Act of Killing. It's a documentary from 2012.
Okay.
It is about a dictator of a country who murdered countless amounts of people. The government decides they're going to make a movie reenacting a bunch of his killings. And spoiler alert, they're fucking brutal.
Who's the dictator?
I do not remember. I don't remember his name and I don't remember the country.
All right.
But I don't want to give like away the ending and like the big like aha moment, but oh my god, it is incredible. Okay, so from number 10, it is a movie. Why did I not write the year down? Okay, it is a movie from 2019. It had a budget of $40 million, and it made $312.9 million in the box office.
Sin City.
So, 2019?
Oh, damn, I didn't hear that.
Directed by Rian Johnson.
Oh yeah, Knives Out.
Knives Out.
Yep.
Incredible movie. Daniel Craig is amazing. Benoit Blanc is. I need more of him, and I say that not having seen Glass Onion.
So I do want to. I'm just gonna say that the third movie. They decided. I explained this to Julia. I said they decided to give Benoit Blanc Tom Hanks' hair specifically from the Da Vinci Code, and
Jesus.
and I was like,
Okay.
it is horrible looking on Daniel Craig. It didn't look great on Tom Hanks. Don't get me wrong, but it's like old Tom Hanks' hair from the Da Vinci Code, and that's all I'll say.
I hate it.
I know you guys. Go ahead. Sorry.
The one thing I wanted to say real quick was I love Knives Out. Great movie. The thing about it to me was when I first watched it, listening to Daniel Craig in that accent
Yeah.
broke me for the first like 20
Oh, yeah.
minutes of the movie because it was like so jarring because I hear him as Bond and I'm like, oh, he's just gonna be Bond with hair, and I'm like, this is not Bond with hair.
He loved. You can tell he enjoyed the fuck out of it.
He had a good
Oh,
time.
it was great. Yeah, no, he absolutely had fun in that movie.
There's
great
a they haven't done one in a while, but on Smosh they used to do funeral roasts where they would just one of the cast members or somebody would die and they would basically use that as an excuse to roast them.
Absolutely.
And Shane Top does a character. He does Benoit Blanc, basically, and I think it's very good. So, all right, number 9, from 2017. A budget of $100 million with a box office of $267 million. So considered a flop. Not a flop, but more a disappointment.
What movie was it? When was this coming out?
2017. Directed by, and this is where I will say this name wrong, Denis Villeneuve?
Oh, it's Denis Villeneuve.
Okay. See, there you go.
Yeah, Blade Runner 2049.
Yep, 2049.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, I was gonna say Blade Runner didn't do too well in the box office,
Which is fucking crazy to me.
No, it's not. It's not though, considering that Blade Runner, when it first came out, was a box office.
Yeah, you're right. But I will say, and this is my controversial opinion: Blade Runner 2049 leaps and bounds better than the original.
I would. I'm okay. I wouldn't say leaps and bounds. I would say
arguably better.
Yeah, I would say
arguably better.
I think it's the rare sequel that does it better.
Yeah. I also just absolutely love Ryan Gosling. I just think he is one of the best actors. So him and Ana de Armas, like everybody did a great job. Well,
I just like the random Dave Bautista.
He's becoming a fixture.
8.
He's becoming a fixture in the Denis Villeneuve films.
I know.
No, that's what I'm saying. I love random Dave Bautista. Like he was in Skyfall, and I was like, "The fuck?"
It's so like I would say him. I recognize him more as Dave Bautista than Batista, the wrestler. Bringing it back to The Rock versus Dwayne Johnson.
You know what? And I agree with you. I do. And I said the wrong Bond film.
Maybe because I didn't watch a lot of wrestling during Batista's big run. I don't know. All right, number 8 from 2013. A budget of $3 million. Box office of $23.3 million. So, a success, a rousing success, I would say. Directed by Richard Linklater.
Boyhood?
No.
No.
I think that had a way bigger budget.
Okay.
It is the third and final movie in the trilogy.
Before Midnight.
It is Before Midnight. It's the first movie came out 18 years prior, and the second one came out 9 years prior than this because they did one every 9 years. Just an absolute real look at a relationship, not in its best place. It's a dialogue movie. Don't go in expecting much more than that. But it is one of the absolute best dialogue movies. Number 7. This is where I'm gonna lose you guys, I think. But this movie got me back into movies. Came out in 2014. Another one where I'm gonna need help with the name of the director, but had a budget of $18 million, box office of $103.2 million. So, huge success. Alejandro G. Iñárritu.
Oh, Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
It
Not a
won the
David Fincher
Academy.
movie.
It won the Academy Award for Best Picture this year, and that is Birdman or The Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance.
I really didn't like this film.
I knew you wouldn't.
I
didn't bother
tried.
watching it.
This was
I didn't
so.
bother.
This movie, when it came out, was in that period of time where I was like huge into the Oscars. And I was like, I'm going to watch every Oscar nominated film.
Okay.
And that was a mistake.
Yeah.
That was a mistake.
I hate everything about what you said that because that 2010s to 29, they didn't do a lot of good movies.
Well, but one that didn't make my list that I absolutely love, and it's actually my number 30, The Artist from 2011. Love that fucking movie.
Yeah.
But it's a silent film made in 2011.
So after this, I do kind of want to talk about a couple other movies that did make my top 10 that I really enjoyed, but keep going, please.
Sure. So Birdman, I think it's just Michael Keaton is it's his masterpiece in my opinion. As good as he is in like Jackie Brown or even like Batman, he is a certified genius from this movie. Not only that, but I think. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I feel like you're wrong here, and I feel like it was Spider-Man, Homecoming, where he was.
I haven't seen a Spider-Man movie since Andrew Garfield, so I have no idea.
You haven't seen Into the Spider-Verse?
No.
Oh, Jim.
No.
You're banned. You're banned. You're banned. I ban you. Okay, you're on bad. Keep going.
Number 6. A crossover with Geoff. I don't believe David had it. I wrote his down. Yeah, no, he didn't. First crossover with Geoff. From 2015. Budget of 150 million. Box office 375 million. Directed by George Miller.
Oh, hell yeah.
Mad Max Fury Road. It's just a badass fucking movie. The acting is brilliant. The soundtrack is killer. You can't not love a movie where a dude is just driving on a truck, just ripping guitar. So, yeah. I don't even know what else to say. Mad Max Fury Road. I haven't seen Furiosa yet, but I want to.
I thought you had seen Furiosa.
No, I haven't seen it yet. I started to watch it, and then I had other stuff I had to do.
Gotcha. I think it's a great movie. The only reason why I didn't say it because I knew one of y'all would have. Yeah.
So
to be honest, I was betting money that it would have been top 10 or top 5 on Jeff's list.
So number 5 from 2011 had a budget of 15 million and made 81 million. So pretty decent. Directed by Nicholas Winding Refn. Refn?
Is this Drive?
It is Drive.
Nice.
I was literally.
It is Drive. I love Ryan Gosling. The soundtrack, there's not many better soundtracks in movies than for Drive. Kavinsky, who did the music for Drive, is absolutely incredible. And yeah, it's just a good original movie with great acting. Michelle Williams is awesome in it, and Ryan Gosling is literally perfect in this movie. Geoff, you sounded like you had something.
No, not necessarily. I liked the film. I think it was good. I do. That particular director is one of those that is.
I couldn't tell you a single other movie he directed.
Yeah, that's kind of my point. He's like one of those like auteur directors.
Well,
let me rephrase this. It's telling that he's in Death Stranding.
Oh, okay.
Because you've got Guillermo del Toro and him in Death Stranding as like major characters. So, and that's all I'll say.
So, number 4. Speaking of directors, I've kind of heard this director is like a piece of shit, which is a bummer. We'll get to that in a second. It came out in 2014. Had a budget of $3.3 million. Box office of $49 million. I also believe it was nominated for Best Picture that year. And it was directed by Damien Chazelle.
Oh.
And again, I've heard he's kind of a piece of shit.
Is this Whiplash?
This is Whiplash.
I was going to ask, yeah, because that's the only movie I could think of.
Well, I mean, that and La La Land, but that's definitely not Jim's.
No, I never saw
I was like about to say, no offense, Jim, but I don't think that's your...
It's okay. Whiplash is fucking brilliant. I don't care what other bad movies Miles Teller was in. He's the guy from Whiplash.
Yeah.
J.K. Simmons, I mean, there's no better villain. And then the crescendo of that movie just... it's chef's kiss. And the scene where like he goes in and is like, okay, I made this music school. I'm gonna go play drums in a jazz band now. And like they're like, oh, the teacher. He's like, he's really nice. And he's like, hey, slow it down. Why don't you speed it up? And then the gradual, like, just absolute 180 that he does from that. It's without like you noticing. So good. Maybe one of my favorite music films of all time.
Anything with J.K. Simmons is automatically
so good.
Good. So, yeah, great movie.
So, my number 3, from 2011, had a budget of $50 million and made $110 million in the box office. Directed by Bennett Miller.
When was it? When did it come out?
2011.
2011.
So, this is my favorite sports movie of all time.
Is this Moneyball?
This is Moneyball.
Wow.
Oh, damn it.
The way that you talked about Oppenheimer is to World War II movies.
Yeah.
Is the way Moneyball is to baseball movies.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
It's not really about like, it's a true story, obviously.
Right.
But it's not, you're not focusing on the players.
You're not focusing on baseball. You're not focusing on the players. You're focusing on the statistics.
You're focusing on Billy Bean, like figuring out how to break baseball and how to exploit the basics of baseball and the science of baseball in order to build a good team. It still goes on today because not all markets have the same amount of money. San Diego doesn't have the same market size that say New York does for sure. So it is still a concept used today, and it still does a fairly good job of putting together good teams. And then the performances all around, even from people like don't generally enjoy like Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt is amazing in this movie, completely earnest, and that's what this movie is. It's just an earnest movie of great acting. Brad Pitt, one of my favorite actors, kills it in this movie as just a dude, just a baseball manager. So, number 3, Moneyball. So number 2, This is when like y'all will guess. Y'all probably have my 1 and 2, which is fine. Number 2 from 2010, $60 million budget, $47 million box office. A fucking flop. That was directed by Edgar Wright.
Yeah.
And that is Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Yeah.
You know, I actually I didn't realize you guys liked the movie as much as you guys did.
Oh yeah.
But here's the funny part is I watched the movie and I thoroughly loved it well before you guys ever came back in the picture.
Well, here's the thing, David. That when that movie came out, we didn't know each other as well as we do now.
Right.
So because I had loved, and sorry, Jim, not to like just derail your, but like I still love Edgar Wright films so much that I was following the pre-production on that film. I bought the book before the movie had even come out, and I finished the series not before the movie came out because the series hadn't been finished at that point. He didn't finish it until the movie was actually like well released, and the ending of that movie, there's 2 endings shot.
Because you didn't know.
Because they weren't really sure, like, is this how you're going to end it? And yeah, I even remember watching, like, because he had a website called, I think he still actually has it up, it's called The Right Stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And he has, like, pre-production videos of, like, them just making the film. And, you know, it was... Yeah.
So,
well, here's
obviously...
the thing,
go ahead.
No, sorry, but I want to say, like, here's the thing about the movie. Like 2010, I'm trying to remember like what was like back in 2010, and I really can't. But
good.
I don't even know what drew me to this movie, if I'm perfectly honest with you, because like it wasn't my typical movie of that era of movies, and I just absolutely adored it. Like, it was fun and it was goofy, and the vegetarian jokes were hilarious. And you know, everything about the movie just hit right for me. The music was great. The characters were enjoyable, and I really don't like Michael Cera. Like, I just didn't like him as an actor. I wasn't really into his movies, which is the reason why I didn't want to watch it in the first place. And I'm so glad I gave it a shot.
Yeah, I can't imagine anyone else being Scott Pilgrim.
I don't disagree, because it is a phenomenal cast. And him, Michael Cera as Scott Pilgrim works so well. But
what do you think his name is?
Michael
Cera?
It's Michael Cera.
Sarah. I don't know why I kept adding the N. But here's the thing. The funny part about it is, I've still never seen the comic book. I've never read it. I still haven't played the game. I literally don't really care about the original version of this, in a sense where I think like it's something that I don't want it to ruin the movie for me.
It won't. It won't. It's its own. It's kind of its. I tell you what. I'll let you borrow the first. I think I have the first 4. Yeah, I've got the first 4 in hardcover. You can borrow it and then see if you like it.
But what threw me, what's really funny though, Kieran Culkin, which I believe was Wallace.
Yeah.
I thought that was Macaulay.
Oh, trust me, I'm sure everybody did back then.
I was like, is that the kid?
I mean, he was in Home Alone.
Was he?
Yeah, he was the brother with the glasses, the one that wets the bed.
Oh, the cousin.
Yeah, the cousin, not the brother, but yeah. That's Kieran Culkin.
Oh, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you exactly how I came to be excited for this movie. So obviously I love Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz, right?
Mm-hmm.
We all do.
Yeah.
But I didn't care about. It's not that I didn't care about. I didn't pay attention to directors that much. So like I had no idea that Edgar Wright. What I did know is that in 2010 or 2009, up to the making of the movie, I loved the Nerdist podcast.
Oh.
And I loved the intro song by Anna Minaguchi.
Yeah.
And therefore, I knew they were going to do the soundtrack to this movie. And so I was like, well, that's perfect. So I'm in. That was why I got excited to see this movie.
Yeah.
So, yep, that's my number 2.
Number 1. I still have no idea what made me watch this movie. But
Number 1,
2019.
Stars Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt.
90 million at the box office.
Yeah.
Listen, this is crazy.
Say, it's probably not not my favorite Quentin Tarantino movie.
No, but dude, it's so close. 90 million at the box office. 375 million. I'm sorry, $90 million budget, 375 million at the box office. I saw it 3 times in the theater. Once with Geoff.
Was that the first time or was that the second time? I can't remember.
That was the first time. That was the second day it was out.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
And then the director is a guy named Quentin Tarantino. The greatest director of all time.
Why jolt and
I know.
with each other anymore? We should do that for a film that's coming out.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. It's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I used to claim this is my favorite Quentin Tarantino movie. I used to claim recency bias because I was like, oh, it's a new movie.
Oh, hold on.
That shit is 6 years old now.
I think I just lost all audio.
No, yeah, I did too for a second. Yeah, you're good. You're back. Hopefully this is actually got all recorded. But I was saying,
yeah, no. Well, okay, your part did not get recorded because the audio was piping through my headphones, so I apologize.
Wow. All right, go ahead.
Literally, I said, it would be really great if we watched a film with each other again, and then it was just dead silent. I was like, well, shit, all right, fuck me, I guess.
I don't want to watch a movie with you.
I was just like, I felt like really hurt there. I was like, oh, okay, fine, fuck.
But no. First of all, it takes a story that we all know, or not we all know, but all of us fucked up people know, which is the murder of Sharon Tate and whatnot, and it fucking into a tall tale, and so many little nods to like classic Hollywood, like Quentin Tarantino, like where Margot Robbie goes to see the movie. That's his movie theater. That used to be one of the biggest theaters in Hollywood back in the day.
Yep.
He recreated down to a T what the strip looked like back then.
It's definitely beautifully done.
All practical effects, all no CGI whatsoever. Even the book he wrote, even though it is so different than the movie, both of them make each other better. So I could talk about this movie forever and ever and ever. I know Geoff is not a big fan of it, but
wait, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
At one point you did like it, and then I remember you talking that you don't really like it.
No. I love Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It's just not my.
It's not his favorite.
So like if I had Inglourious Bastards probably ranks up there as like number.
That's my
1.
number 3. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my number 4.
And like,
didn't we do a Tarantino podcast?
No, that's what we were talking about.
Never did.
No,
because I couldn't get you, Geoff, to watch Jackie Brown.
In all fairness,
Well, hold
I still
on.
haven't watched
Hold
it.
on. To be fair, I was about to say David hasn't either, motherfucker.
I definitely haven't.
And
I refuse.
And the irony is that I just went on the New Beverly Cinema website. Guess what's playing right now?
Is it Jackie Brown?
It's Jackie Brown.
He always has. So I think it's like a 3 theater. I think it's like a 3-room theater. Always 35 millimeter, and I think he's always got one of his films going. And then the other
sense.
2 he's got like his just like from his collection.
Well, guess what tomorrow is?
What is tomorrow?
Before Sunrise.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, god damn, that movie's so good.
I mean, if you can make your way to Los Angeles
one
by
day
2
I'd
p.m.
love to.
tomorrow.
Yeah, let me just go ahead and hop on that flight real quick.
No, I'd have to suck some dick to get that kind of money right now.
And a zipper gets unzipped somewhere in the world.
On the 25th, he's playing Pearl/Maxine.
Oh.
He's
No,
doing a
dude, I
double
haven't
feature.
seen Maxine yet. I've seen X and I've seen Pearl, but I haven't seen Maxine.
Ooh, Army of Darkness on the 22nd. That'd be fucking
That'd be
killer.
cool.
Ooh.
Is he doing
That's a
just
midnight showing.
that, or is he doing all 3?
Nah, he's doing just.
Okay, because I know
Army of
he's done
Darkness.
Evil Dead 2 before, so.
Yeah, and then he's got E.T. in there at some point. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good calendar. Now, Edgar Wright actually did a programming schedule a couple years
Kevin
back.
Smith did too. It's just he gets his friends to do shit all the time there.
Oh, that's funny.
I would love to. Whenever that 10th movie comes out, that's where I go see it.
All right, yeah. I mean, I could probably commit to that.
That would be so cool. When
I mean,
the
it's not
R-rated
like there's
Star
nothing.
Trek movie he wants to make comes out.
I was about to say though, like I'm sure there's nothing else in LA that I wouldn't be interested in seeing. Oh my lord.
Yeah, so that's I know there were
what's
some
left
weird
of it?
ones in there.
Oh, too soon, David.
What?
Too soon.
Oh yeah, how many LA Fire movies are about to come out?
Oh, like
who's is it Emmerich, the disaster movie guy?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. He did like 2012 and stuff like that.
Yeah. Roland Emmerich.
2024. A fire of
It's-
unknown caliber reaches LA, and
Probably
everybody
called-
has to run for their lives.
Probably
as a-
called "We Didn't Start the Fire" or some weird.
But it'd be like,
Lord.
when fire literally fucked a tornado.
You know, he somehow stumbles on this podcast. He's like, "You son of a bitch! I was going to make that." I don't know why he's like,
He's Swedish
Russian.
now.
You stupid son of a
I
bitch!
heard
I
a
was going to
mixture
make
of
disaster
Swedish and
movie.
French.
I was like, this is a weird. I heard Swedish and Dutch.
Oh, he's German. That's funny. Das ist, fucking, da ist the fire.
Oh, just right before
There
we
needs to be a
went-
naked shower scene.
right as we were about to start recording, David, before you got on, I had switched 2 movies. The 2 movies that I switched were Blade Runner 2049 and What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh, God damn. Yeah,
That's funny.
that's
a
great.
movie that I was literally gonna have in my top 10, but it got pushed back was Francis Ha, which I have the Criterion DVD for.
Dude, I'm in the process. So the half price on Westheimer, has a like specific shelf for
I know,
Criterion
yeah.
collection, which is nice.
They did in their old location too.
And there hasn't really been anything. Oh, I take that back. I think I got Benjamin Button,
Okay.
the Criterion Collection. So David, just for your reference, they have 30% off all of their 4K Blu-rays right now.
Oh, cool. Cool.
But I would suggest, like, Barnes and Noble is probably the best place to get them.
Like 2 times a year they do. And they're brand new, and they're 50% off.
Okay.
Usually I don't. Usually I don't splurge on them until.
I'll be honest with you. Most of the movies on there are not really my cup of tea in terms of like movies that I feel like I love enough to invest in, if you will. But there's a few.
Yeah, I get it.
It's just not my cup of tea.
I feel like No Country for Old Men would be perfect for you.
That's definitely on the list.
I was about to say, like,
there's a few that I
and
obviously love. Yeah.
And obviously Shape of Water.
Movies that I'm surprised didn't make it on Jim's list. Parasite.
Oh yeah, that's like number like 29 for me.
So I literally picked up the Criterion Collection of that because I've never seen it.
Parasite,
but I want to.
Parasite.
Yeah, it's one of those that like was in the award season, like full tilt, and I was just like, actually, I think that was right. When did Parasite come out?
2019.
Parasite.
2019.
Yeah, but when in 2019?
Well, it came out in like Korea the year before.
October 11th. Yeah, so that wasn't long after we got back from our honeymoon.
Oh, right.
So like, I was like decompressing.
Yeah, you got other stuff going on.
So one of the movies I wanted to like, but I didn't like as much as I was hoping for, Fury, which is a movie, another World War II movie. And one of the reasons I didn't like it is because they changed the name of the story. So like Fury is about a tank of a bunch of just a tank crew and a commander that name their tank Fury and you know cause mischief and mayhem across the entire European front. Well, the thing is though, the original name of the actual tank wasn't Fury. It was In the Mood, and I feel like that was a much better name.
Yeah, but when you're trying to sell a war film,
I don't know.
Brad Pitt, Shia LaBeouf, John Bernthal in The Mood.
I like that actually.
Sounds just like but it just sounds like
a sex movie.
It just sounds like they're it just sounds like they're all about to fuck in the tank. And I guarantee you that someone has recut that movie and made it into like a love triangle with like sensual music.
Oh God. Why, man? Why? Jesus. Other movies I'm surprised didn't make it. Jurassic World.
Oh, that one.
I'm kidding on that one. Well, you don't think Chris Pratt is the greatest actor of all time?
You know how I feel about this.
Oh, I know. I love it. Actually, you know what? Shutter Island was actually one I was sure was going to be on Jim's list.
You know, I've never seen that.
Really?
Oh,
I've never seen it.
Man. Okay, hold on. Do you know anything about it? Jim?
I know that it's a book.
Like, do you know the plot?
No.
Oh,
all right. For your sake, get a copy of it or watch it however you want to. Do not read anything about the plot.
Okay.
Please don't.
Damn. The Blu-ray and the DVD for the Before trilogy is both $80.
Ouch.
Why?
Really?
Yeah. I'm on the Criterion website.
Yeah, I was just on that. I wasn't looking at the prices, but damn, yeah, you're right. Yeah, okay. That's pretty crazy.
Okay, here's the thing. Direct from their site, bad.
Oh, I'm sure. There are a bunch of these like collector sets, like the Gregor Raki's Teen Apocalypse trilogy. That I want that. The Heroic Trio and the Executioners double feature. I want that. Yeah, there's a lot.
Did you see the 4K supervised 4K print of 7 is out?
Oh no, I don't have a 4K player.
It comes with the Blu-ray.
Oh, I also don't have a 4K TV, so.
Oh, I mean that part I don't. I thought you were about to say I don't even have a Blu-ray player, and I know that's not true because you have a PlayStation 4.
That is not hooked up.
Well, I mean that's.
Oh,
this is the thing that was killing me is that I was like, I'm collecting all these 4K movies, but I've got the PlayStation 5 in the office, and I was like, man, I really don't want to have to move that into the living room every time I want to watch a movie. So here we are.
David, real quick, on the Criterion Collections YouTube channel, they have like they have celebrities like go into the Criterion closet and pick out like their favorite movies and like talk about them.
Really?
And they're only like 5 to 10 minutes long.
Okay.
They had like Bill Hader in there. Kevin Smith did one recently. It's really good. It's like the movie equivalent to Amoeba Records' What's in My Bag.
Right.
So definitely, if you don't ever get into Criterion, that's fun to watch.
I feel like there's a couple of movies, like I said, that would definitely appeal to me.
It's more art house than anything, and I know that's and I'm not insulting you in this. It's just not your thing.
No, and there are movies in here that I appreciate. Like I said, I think they're amazing movies, and I love them for what they are. But it's not a movie that I would put money into just because I know I'm never going to have to. I'm not going to hurt for a way to watch it if I'm in the mood to watch something like that.
Yeah, and Criterion has a streaming channel you can subscribe to.
The Princess Bride.
Again, one of my favorite movies of all gorgeous time. Great movie. I don't know if I would spend money for a Criterion version of it.
I mean, especially here's my criteria for the Criterion collection.
Oh, geez.
I have to not already own it in physical form, and it has to be an upgrade over what I currently have.
Right.
So there was a lot of DVDs that like I only had a Princess Bride DVD.
Now, is there a Fifth Element version? So that I might be interested in.
Man.
No, but that might be on Arrow. So Arrow has a RoboCop 4K.
What's it called?
Arrow Video.
Arrow Video.
Favorite?
Arrow Video is it might actually be more up your alley. It's like cult classics.
I love Arrow. Arrow's good.
Jim, did you see they have a Mallrats coming out?
Yes. I did.
Yeah.
Also, April 29th, my favorite movie of last year is coming out with a Criterion Blu-ray or in 4K. Nora.
Do they have like a schedule? Because I can never find this. Criterion Collection.
Ooh, Carlito's Way.
Dates.
Oh, The Warriors.
I just linked it to you. The Warriors is my favorite movie from the 70s.
That's a great movie. A great movie. I mean, that the whole shouting out of like Warriors come out and play.
Yeah.
That
literally the first film that's listed on there. I got you.
Conan the Barbarian 4K, RoboCop 4K. Okay, this is definitely closer to the movies that I absolutely love.
Yeah. We should probably call it. I know we've been going for a while.
Jesus Christ, yes.
Yeah, I mean, now we're just talking about expensive,
I know.
expensive things to collect.
Jesus. Why did you tell me about this website? What the fuck, man? The Last Starfighter? The Last
welcome.
Starfighter is like
Last
a $2
Starfighter is a
movie
great
anywhere
movie.
else. These fuckers are wanting to sell it for $40. Oh, Demolition Man for 40. Damn it.
Yeah, but the thing with these specifically is usually they will try to get the director's like input on the
There's the 3 seashells. Sorry.
the what
The
now?
3 seashells. Demolition Man.
All right. Okay.
Do you know not how to use the 3 seashells?
David, this is gonna cripple you.
Oh, please, you
And
just shut up right now. Just shut up.
This is how I'm gonna end the podcast.
Shut up right now.
Thank you all so much for listening. Y'all have a great night. I'm just gonna let that one lay.
How do you not know about Anger Friendly? God damn it, man.
Take it easy. Stop the recording.